I'm back. Easter's around the corner, and one family tradition, when you're done decorating the eggs, might be decorating the cookies. So how do you make those cute, adorable cookies we all see in the magazines? Well, we're going to get a lesson. Cookie Decorating 101 with Corey Martine from Cookies from Home is our instructor today. And I just want to tell you, these cookies just are terrible.
Well, thank you.
I'm kidding. Are you? This has been. I'm just sitting there. Everybody's like, "How is that cookie?" I'm like, These are so tasty and fresh, and I can't get over. I've never seen a cookie on a stick before.
So what we do is we take we use a little bit different than a regular decorated cookie. We use a shortbread versus a sugar cookie, which gives it a little more loft and probably a little more texture.
Yes. Which makes it sturdy enough to decorate, but so soft and melt in your mouth.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
That's the
Oh my
idea.
gosh. Okay.
All right.
All right. So show us how we're going to do this.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a little bit of dough, then we're going to cut it out, fill a piping bag, and start decorating.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is put a little bit of flour, regular flour, on top of the dough,
And
the shortbread.
This is your secret ingredient, cookie dough that we were just talking about.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now there's a couple different kinds of dough you use. If you use shortbread, you let it sit at to room temperature. If you're going to use sugar, kind of a sugar dough, then you're going to let that cool off in the fridge or the freezer, then roll it out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
All
so
right.
Thank you for rolling it out nice and smooth for us. So,
Once you're ready, what you could do is take one of your shapes
I'm
and
gonna go with the Easter egg.
put a tiny little dunk maybe in the flour. You can do
like
that every
this?
4 or 5 shapes. Yep.
And that will help it from sticking?
Sticking, absolutely. You push it in and give it a little, give it a little shake, and then we can do one more.
Okay, keep
Sure.
dipping there in the flour. Okay.
Perfect.
So once we've done all those and we've popped them out,
Yeah.
well, I'll leave them like that. Oh,
then
I
what
gotta
we're
try
gonna
the
do is
cookie dough. I have cookie dough. That was amazing.
we'll throw it in the oven. Really important at this step is make sure it's really cool. If you don't, the icing will just go absolutely everywhere.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, you mean make sure your cookies are cool?
Cookies are cooled off.
Okay.
All right. Next thing we're going to do is let's get the icing inside our piping bags.
Well, and I asked him, I go, how do you do that? How do you get that piping in there? And look at this. Very clever.
So you all you do is you take a piping bag and take your spoon, kind of dollop it in the middle of it, and kind of put it on the side so it kind of comes off of it.
Like that. Like this.
That's
Look
it.
at this. Just came up with a new
Perfect.
invention. Okay. This is a brilliant idea, Corey. I imagine you guys have to do this all day long, huh?
An extra set of hands, it helps.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Once you've got it in there, all you need to do is pull the sides up and push it all the way to the
Kind of
bottom.
work its way down.
You bet.
You can buy these at the grocery store. Sometimes I use just like Ziploc bags.
You can totally use a Ziploc. Put it in the same way.
Okay, so I got air trapped in there. Can I go ahead and cut
Give it
the
a little
tip off?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
And what you really want is equal, kind of good solid pressure from the top all the way down. So when you start pushing it, it will be consistent. So what you can start doing is put the tip around maybe 1 centimeter or 1/2 inch from the top, so you kind of get a sense of where it's going to go or what the line's going to look like, and you can do a little bit of an outline.
Oh, I like this. You're right. A nice even pressure helps you have control over it.
Now you can get separate tips. There's tips available, so you can kind of get thick ones and fat ones, and you can kind of adjust what you're making. The other thing you can do once you do that, you can leave that sit so it gets a little bit harder, and then you fill it in. We all do the same thing. And
Busted.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now what you can do is you can take a little spatula. You can grab the icing again.
This one? Anyone?
Let's put the orange one.
Okay.
Let's do that, and let's fill in the middle of it. Let's see if that's a big
And then
enough
am
hole.
I going to spread this around?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll put a
Okay.
whole bunch in, then we can spread it around.
So I can just go like this?
Absolutely.
Should I have done this first? Just wondering.
No, you're good.
Oh, really? Okay.
So then, well, this, theoretically, the green icing may have sat for a little bit.
Oh, gotcha.
You can put that spatula in the fridge or the freezer. That helps it a little bit spread it too.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Corey's going to stick around because we have more ideas.